e4 is a chess opening move that begins the game by moving the king's pawn 2 squares forward. This move therefore is also called as the king's pawn opening. So what does this move do exactly? Well, by playing e4 right in the beginning of the game, white immediately stakes a claim to the center of the board by controlling these two critical squares and also placing his pawn in one of the centers of the board. This move also allows white to open lines for developing his queen and his light squared bishop. e4 is highly popular and is played by both beginners and grandmasters alike. In fact, the legendary world champion Bobby Fischer favored this move so much that he called it as best by test. So since this is one of the strongest moves to begin the game with, how can you respond to this move if your opponent plays e4 in the game? Well, there are 5 ways to respond to e4. So if your opponent plays e4, taking control of the center squares, then you too can secure a share of the center by establishing your pawn on e5. So by playing this move, even you are claiming a share in the center as well as opening up the lines for your queen as well as your dark squared bishop. Another way to respond to e4 is that you can prepare to establish a pawn on d5. So instead of playing d5 first, what you will do is you will prepare the d5 move by playing either c6, so that in the next move you can play d5, because then this c6 pawn will protect your d5 pawn, or you can play e6 so that in the second move you can play d5 and this e6 pawn will protect the d5 pawn over here. Or the third way to respond to e4 is that you can immediately attack this white's pawn by playing either d5 or knight to f6. One more idea to respond to e4 is that you can prevent white from taking the full central control with e4 and d4, because once both of these pawns are in the center of the board, these two pawns will collect all these center squares. So keeping this thing in mind, black can prevent white from achieving the classical central control by playing either e5, so that it stops white's idea of playing d4, or black can play c5 with the same idea of discouraging white to play d4 and take full control of the center. Or the last way to respond to e4 move is that black can actually allow white to take the full classical central control and then deal with it later. So in that case, black can choose to play either d6 or g6 or knight to c6 or b6 or a6. We will study all of these ideas later in detail. And now please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And now it's time for the question of the day. And today's question is, which player popularized the phrase best by test to describe the move e4 in chess? Your options are Garry Kasparov or Bobby Fischer. Let me know your answers in the comments box, and do not forget to check the channel's membership program if you want to improve your skills in chess. So keep learning and keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.